I'm telling you right now, Monday's episode of General Hospital may not just be another episode. I think this could be the moment where everything starts cracking open. Because if what I'm hearing is even close to the truth, Port Charles is about to be hit with a shocking chain reaction, and every secret that people have been trying to bury is about to crawl back out of the dark. And the biggest question I have is this. Who makes the first fatal mistake? Hello, my GH fans. I have a major update for next Monday's episode, and I need to say this carefully because this feels less like a normal preview and more like a leaked warning. I believe the next episode could bring several unexpected twists, and the first one starts with Gio. From what I'm seeing, Gio may be preparing to return to New York City. And yes, I know, on the surface, that sounds simple. Gio leaves, Gio comes back, Gio reconnects with Emma, and maybe we get a sweet little reunion. But I don't think it's going to be that clean, because Gio may not be coming back alone. I believe Gio could return with Emma and a very special guest. And that detail matters a lot, because in Port Charles, a special guest is almost never just a guest. It's usually a walking secret, a hidden weapon, or the one person who knows too much. And I can't shake the feeling that Gio's return is going to pull Emma straight into something much darker than either of them expected. Maybe Gio thinks he's coming back to fix something. Maybe Emma thinks it's just another complicated chapter. But I think someone is using this return as cover. And that's where things get dangerous. Because while Gio may be stepping back into the picture, Brennan may be getting closer. And I mean that literally. I believe Brennan could be on the edge of discovering that Valentine is losing control. Valentine has been holding himself together with pure willpower, but after what Cullum and Sidwell did to Anna, I don't think he can keep pretending to be calm anymore. Those two villains didn't just trap Anna, they destroyed her credibility. They made her look unstable. They twisted the truth until Anna looked like the problem. And Valentine knows that. He knows Anna was manipulated. He knows she was cornered. He knows Cullum and Sidwell turned her into a weapon in everyone else's eyes. That kind of betrayal does not fade. It festers. So I believe Valentine may be ready to strike back. Not carefully, not strategically, recklessly. And that could be his downfall. Because if Valentine appears in the wrong place at the wrong time, even for 1 second, Brennan could move fast. Brennan's people may already be watching. Willow could see something. Someone could report him. One tiny sighting could be enough. And if Brennan confirms Valentine is active, I think the order will be simple. Track him, trap him, arrest him, immediately. That's why this situation feels so explosive to me. Valentine wants revenge. Brennan wants control. Anna is still trapped in the fallout. And Cullum and Sidwell may be waiting for Valentine to make exactly this mistake. Could Valentine be walking into a setup? I think yes. And if he is, then Anna may not be the only one they wanted to destroy. Now, let's talk about Cassius, the man pretending to be Nathan, because his next move could be even more twisted. I believe Cassius may try to explain to Britt why he never told her the truth about Rocco shooting Cullum, and his excuse could be simple. He may say he was protecting her. He may tell Britt that the fewer people who knew that secret, the safer she would be. And honestly, in Port Charles, that logic makes sense. But here's the problem. Britt is not someone who reacts well to being managed. She may understand the danger, but she will still feel betrayed. She will still know Cassius made a decision for her. And when someone hides the truth from Britt, even with good intentions, it always feels like a personal betrayal. So I can see Britt exploding at him. I can see her demanding answers. I can see her wanting to rip Cassius apart for keeping her in the dark. But then the twist comes. Because even if Britt is furious, I think she will still want Cassius to protect Rocco. That is the emotional trap. Britt may hate the lie, but she may need the liar. And that is exactly the kind of messy, dangerous drama GH loves. Now, there is another piece here that I find very suspicious. Britt may want to meet someone, and I have a strong theory that this person could be Lulu. And if that's true, then we may be looking at a secret alliance. I believe Britt and Lulu could be planning something behind the scenes. Something risky, something desperate, something that could take Cullum down before he learns the full truth about Rocco's crime. Could Britt and Lulu really team up to destroy Cullum? I think they could. And I think Britt may be willing to go further than Lulu expects. Because Britt is carrying guilt, rage, and fear all at once. If she believes Cullum is about to expose Rocco, ruin lives, or use the truth as leverage, Britt may decide there is only one way to end this. She may decide Cullum has to be stopped permanently. And here's the part that worries me. I think Britt may be prepared to sacrifice herself. Not because she wants to die, but because she may believe this is the only way to protect Rocco and finally expose the monsters behind this nightmare. That would be a shocking turn. And if Lulu realizes Britt is willing to throw her life away, that could create a whole new conflict. Lulu may want justice. Britt may want war. Those are not the same thing. Meanwhile, Sidwell may begin asking Cassius questions. And that tells me Sidwell suspects something. Sidwell may not know every detail yet, but he may sense that Cassius is hiding information. And Sidwell is not the type of man who ignores that. He may not care about Cassius's personal secrets, but he absolutely cares if one of his people is covering up information connected to a current case. That is where Cassius may find himself cornered. Sidwell could pressure him. He could question him. He could make it clear that loyalty is not optional. And then Sidwell may force Cassius to make up for his mistake. How? By pushing Britt harder. I believe Sidwell wants Cassius to speed up his efforts to convince Britt to work on the Cold Fusion project. And that detail feels massive. Because Sidwell does not just want the project restarted eventually. I think he wants it restarted now. First, quietly, before anyone understands why. And that is where the mystery gets bigger. Why is Sidwell so desperate to relaunch this Cold Fusion project? What does he need it for? Is it money? Power? A weapon? A medical breakthrough? A cover for something far more dangerous? I don't think this project is just science. I think it is leverage. And Britt may be the key. That means Cassius is trapped between Sidwell's demands and Britt's trust. If he pushes Britt too hard, she may realize he is not protecting her at all. He is serving Sidwell. But if he refuses Sidwell, he may expose himself. Either way, Cassius is running out of room. And that brings me to Ezra. Because I believe Ezra may be attacked by a mysterious figure. This could be one of the most shocking moments of Monday's episode. Laura may be about to receive devastating news right after joining forces with Ezra against Sidwell. Think about the timing. Laura finally makes a move. She finally believes she has someone who can help her stand against Sidwell. And then Ezra gets attacked. That does not feel random to me. That feels like a message. I think Sidwell may have acted first. He may have found out that Laura and Ezra were working together, and instead of waiting for them to become a real threat, he cut the connection at the root. And if Ezra is killed or even badly injured, then Laura will understand the warning immediately. Sidwell is telling her, I know what you're doing. He is telling her, I can reach anyone. He is telling her, stop now, or the next body will be closer. That is not just intimidation. That is psychological warfare. And Laura may be shaken, but I do not think she will back down. If anything, this could make her more determined, but it could also make her more vulnerable, because grief and rage can cloud judgment. And Sidwell may be counting on that. Now, Sonny may also receive news connected to Ethan. And this is where another theory comes in. What if Rick has discovered something about Ethan? What if Rick has uncovered that Ethan is secretly working for Sidwell or possibly connected to the WSB? That would change everything. Because Sonny does not tolerate hidden loyalty. If Ethan has been inside Sonny's organization while answering to someone else, that is not a mistake. That is betrayal. A full betrayal. Sonny could choose to remove Ethan immediately. He could cut him off, expose him, or make him disappear from the organization before Ethan can do more damage. But I think Sonny may choose a smarter path because Sonny is not just emotional, he is strategic. If he learns Ethan is compromised, he may not reveal that he knows. He may keep Ethan close. He may manipulate him. He may feed him false information. And through Ethan, Sonny could try to uncover Sidwell's true plan. Or even the WSB's true agenda. That would be classic Sonny. Turn the spy into the bait. But here is the danger. If Ethan realizes Sonny knows, the whole game collapses. And if Sidwell realizes Sonny is using Ethan, Sidwell may strike back before Sonny is ready. So we could be watching three traps unfold at the same time. Valentine may be walking into Brennan's trap. Cassius may be trapped between Britt and Sidwell. And Ethan may become Sonny's trap for Sidwell. But the biggest twist is that Sidwell may already be ahead of everyone. That is what scares me. Because Sidwell is not moving like someone reacting. He is moving like someone who planned for every betrayal before it happened. He may know Valentine will come after him. He may know Laura will investigate him. He may know Britt is dangerous. He may know Cassius is hiding something. And if Sidwell knows all that, then Monday's episode may not be about the heroes getting closer to the truth. It may be about Sidwell letting them think they are close. That is the real horror. Because sometimes the villain does not hide the truth because he's afraid. Sometimes he hides it because the truth itself is the trap. And I keep coming back to Rocco. The secret about Rocco shooting Cullum is too big to stay buried. Too many people are circling it now. Cassius knows. Britt knows enough to be dangerous. Lulu may be pulled in. Sidwell may suspect something. Cullum could find out at any moment. And if Cullum learns the truth, he could use it to destroy everyone. He could blackmail Britt. He could target Lulu. He could go after Rocco. He could force Cassius to prove loyalty. He could even use the secret to break Anna and Valentine further. This is why Britt may feel there is no time left. This is why she may be willing to risk everything. And this is why Cassius pretending to be Nathan becomes more dangerous every second. Because the longer he wears that face, the more emotional damage he causes. People are not just dealing with a lie. They are dealing with a ghost. And sooner or later, someone is going to rip that mask off. The question is, who? Will Britt be the one to expose him? Will Sidwell force the truth out? Will Lulu discover the deception? Or will Cassius confess before someone gets killed? I don't know, but I believe the reveal is getting close. And when it happens, it will not be quiet. It will be a complete unmasking, a moment of exposure. An exposure that could blow apart every alliance connected to Sidwell's operation. Now let me say this. I think Monday's episode could end with someone receiving a message, a phone call, or a piece of evidence that changes the entire board. Maybe Laura gets the news about Ezra. Maybe Sonny hears Ethan's name from Rick. Maybe Brennan gets confirmation that Valentine has been seen. Maybe Britt realizes Cassius has been lying to her about more than Rocco. Or maybe Sidwell receives proof that his enemies are finally moving against him. But I think the final beat will be about fear. Someone will realize they are not hunting Sidwell. Sidwell has been hunting them. And that is the kind of ending that would leave us desperate for the next episode. Because once Ezra is attacked, once Valentine is exposed, once Britt starts planning with Lulu, and once Sonny starts questioning Ethan, there is no going back. The secrets are no longer buried. The betrayals are no longer hidden. And the war in Port Charles may finally begin. But here's my last theory. And I think this one is the most dangerous. What if the special guest returning with Gio and Emma is connected to the same secret everyone else is trying to hide? What if Gio's storyline is not separate at all? What if his return brings the one person who can confirm the truth about Cullum, Sidwell, Cassius, or the Cold Fusion Project? Because if that happens, then Gio is not just coming back. He is bringing the spark. And Port Charles is already soaked in gasoline. So when Monday arrives, I'll be watching one thing very closely. Who looks scared before anyone says a word? Because in GH, the guilty person always hears the truth before the audience does. And this time, I think the truth is going to be shocking.